Hello and welcome to Shannon Gardens. Thank you guys so much for joining me. So I am so excited because next week is the beginning of spring and the spring season, and I cannot wait to get started in my gardening. So I was thinking, what better way to bring in the spring season than check out my local nursery and take a look at what they've currently got in stock. So I thought we would head to Home Depot's Gardening Center and just take a look at their inventory. I know that they have been bringing stuff in, and I want to go check it out and see what they've got as I prepare for my spring planting, and wanted to bring you guys along with me. All right, so I'm so excited. Let's go ahead and check it out. All right, you guys, we are here at the Home Depot Garden Center. There are so many plants and flowers. I am so excited. I can't wait to show you guys what they have. The first thing that caught my eye was this beautiful lavender, which is a full sun perennial that attracts bees and butterflies. This perennial is marked as hardy to -20 degrees Fahrenheit, blooms early to late summer, and grows to a height of 12 to 24 inches. The 1 gallon lavender primavera is $8.98, and they also have lavender in tree form, which was $24.98. Next, they had the creeping phlox, which this kind is the Drummond's pink, which is a full sun perennial marked as hardy to -40 degrees Fahrenheit. This blooms early to late spring and is a low growing perennial with a height of just 6 inches, and it attracts butterflies and bees. The 1 gallon size is $7.98 each, and they have colors ranging from pink, lavender, and white. Then next we had the Delosperma, or ice plant, which is a spreading perennial that grows in various conditions and generally has a really long bloom time throughout the summer. This is a deer-resistant plant, which is an added benefit if you struggle with deer in your garden. And the price on this 1 gallon container is $9.98. This is another spreading full sun perennial that's marked as deer resistant as well, and it's the evergreen candy tuft. It's hardy to -20 degrees Fahrenheit and blooms early to late spring. The height is 6 to 12 inches tall, and the 1 gallon price is $8.98. Now, I absolutely love the color of this. This is the Lithidora. It's another full sun perennial that's noted as a low maintenance ground cover. The 1 gallon size is $7.98. This grows to a height of 6 to 12 inches tall and is hardy to -10 degrees Fahrenheit. The bloom time is late spring to midsummer, and it attracts butterflies. And just look at this pretty bloom and the color. I just think it's absolutely beautiful. Now, I wanted to include this as well, that they had their bulbs that were 25% off that have already been started in these pots. So they were $7.98 and now they're $5.98. And those included daffodils, tulips, and hyacinths, which were already blooming, as you can see here. Now they have so many and such a variety of colors of pansies and violas in stock. I think that they are absolutely beautiful and just filled in so nicely. And I wanted to show you guys a close-up of these because they just looked like springtime to me. Now, if you're interested in learning more about pansies and violas and the differences between the two, I've put a link to my video about pansies and violas in the description if you'd like to learn more. Next up, we have the perennial Dianthus, which is noted as a full sun perennial. The 2.5 quart was $7.98, and it looks like the 1 quart size is $5.98. These grow to a height of 4 to 10 inches and bloom early spring to fall. They have this beautiful red color as well as white, pink, and pinkish purple. And Dianthus are also noted to attract butterflies as well. I came across this columbine next, which is a part sun perennial. This grows to a noted height ranging from 12 to 36 inches and is hardy to -40 degrees Fahrenheit. The bloom time noted is early spring to summer, and the 1 gallon price is $7.98. And they had this beautiful color here, as well as this yellow colored flower that I wanted to share with you guys. This pollinator attracting plant is a full sun perennial, which is Delphinium. The 2.5 quart size is $8.98, and it grows 12 to 30 inches tall with a bloom time of late spring to midsummer. They have these beautiful double knockout roses in the 2 gallon size for $24.98 and the 1 gallon size for $16.98. Knockout roses are really easy to care for and have a long bloom time from spring to frost. They like full sun and are marked as hardy from zones 5 to 11 and grow 3 to 4 feet tall and wide. If you're looking for a rose that doesn't really require a lot of maintenance, then you may want to consider the knockout roses. I have several of them myself, and they are very easy and are just very dependable as far as their blooming. They also have 2-gallon drift roses for $24.98. Drift roses are some of my favorite roses that I own. They are very easy to care for and really act more as a ground cover rose. Just like the knockout roses, they bloom spring to frost. They are also noted as drought tolerant and very disease resistant. They like full sun and are noted for zones 4 through 11 and grow 1.5 feet tall to 2.5 feet wide. They have lamb's ears, which is a full sun perennial that grows to a height of 12 to 18 inches tall and are noted as hardy to -30 degrees Fahrenheit. I absolutely love lamb's ears and how soft the leaves are, and have had this hardy perennial in my garden for years. They have different colors of primrose, which is a part sun annual. These grow to a height of 6 to 12 inches. If you're interested in learning a bit more about adding primrose to your garden, please check out my primrose video, which I've linked in the description. They have daylilies, which is a full sun perennial and is noted to grow to a height of 12 to 36 inches and blooms early summer to fall. This 2.5 quart size is marked as $7.98. I have several different daylilies in my yard and have found them very easy to grow. It's a great perennial that you can divide many times and plant throughout your yard. I've often found daylilies at nurseries that can be divided even when you purchase them, as long as you don't mind starting with a bit smaller plants. So I always try to keep an eye out when I'm looking in the pots to see if they have some that can go ahead and be divided, just so I'm getting more for my money. They have Bopa, which is a part sun annual that has a trailing habit, so this one might be good to consider, particularly for containers or hanging baskets. This grows from 4 to 8 inches tall and is marked at $5.98 each, and they have white, lavender, and pink. Bopa is noted to be low maintenance with a longer bloom time of spring through summer. Next is Nisia, which is an upright full sun annual that has a noted height of 8 to 24 inches tall and could provide some nice height in your garden or containers. Now, in addition to perennial Dianthus, there's also annual Dianthus, which I'm showing you guys here. This is marked as a full sun annual, and they were $1.98 each. And as you can see, there's a variety of colors to choose from as well. We have snapdragons, which are some of my favorite annuals. This is a full sun annual that grows to a height of 12 to 15 inches, and they are $1.98 each. I have a video about snapdragons that I have linked in the description as well if you're interested in learning more about this beautiful annual. If you're looking for a flowering plant more for the shade, then they do have impatiens in hanging baskets for $12.98 each. They have the Frostproof Gardenia, which is an evergreen part sun shrub that grows 36 to 48 inches tall and is noted to be deer resistant. And I can tell you guys from experience that I have a gardenia and it has proven to be deer resistant as well. This gardenia is noted to bloom late spring through summer and has a hardiness of 0 degrees Fahrenheit. Next, we have the Encore azalea, specifically the Autumn Bonfire variety, that was marked as $12.98 for the 1-gallon container. These bloom spring, summer, and fall and can be planted in light shade to full sun. It has a hardiness of USDA zones 6A through 10 and grows approximately 3 feet in height and 3.5 feet wide. Now this shrub is one that I think is so pretty. It is the Bronze Beauty Clea, and it's in a 3-gallon size for $18.98. It's noted to grow 8 to 10 feet tall and 5 to 6 feet wide in USDA zones 7 through 10 in full sun to part shade. I think that the new foliage that comes in the bronze coloration is absolutely beautiful and would really add some nice interest in a garden. The mountain snow pieris is noted as a part shade to shade shrub that grows 3 to 4 feet tall and 2 to 3 feet wide. This variety is noted to be more heat tolerant than other varieties and is hardy to zones 4 through 8. I think that the flowers of the pieris are so beautiful, as well as the new foliage coming in this bronze coloration, and it would be a really nice addition to an early spring blooming garden. Next, we have the Forever Goldie Arborvitae, which is noted to have a fast growth rate. I absolutely love adding plants and trees with brighter foliage into my landscape, and this one definitely caught my eye with the beautiful golden color. It's noted for full sun and grows 10 to 12 feet in height and 3 to 3.5 feet wide. It's marked for USDA zones 5 through 8, and the 3-gallon size is marked as $32.98. They have Linton roses or hellebores, which I absolutely love having in my garden, and they're actually blooming right now. These are part-sun perennials that flower late winter to spring and grow to a height of 12 to 24 inches. The 2.5 quart size shown here is marked as $27.98. If you're interested in learning more about hellebores, please check out my video I linked in the description. Another golden-hued shrub that I came across is the Fult Cypress Golden Mop, which is noted to be deer resistant, which is definitely a benefit, and grows from 4 to 6 feet in height. The 1.5 gallon container is marked at $29.98. They also have this Fult Cypress Lemon Thread, which grows 3 to 6 feet in height and is noted as a full sun shrub with a hardiness of -30 degrees Fahrenheit. The 2.5 quart size is marked as $12.98. They have some of their blueberry bushes in stock, as well as apple, plum, pear, and fig trees. This blueberry legacy is priced at $31.98. And then they have a Granny Smith apple trees for $33.98, Honeycrisp trees for $33.98, plum trees for $33.98, pear trees for $53.98, and fig trees for $33.98. They have this English Laurel Dianthus, I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly, which is noted as a part-sun evergreen shrub that grows 5 to 6 feet tall in height and blooms mid to late spring. The price noted is $69.98. They have a few different rhododendron in stock. The first is this Roseum elegans variety, which is a part-sun shrub noted to grow to a height of 6 to 8 feet. It blooms mid to late spring and is noted as hardy to -30 degrees Fahrenheit. Next is the rhododendron PJM variety that is marked as growing 3 to 6 feet in height and blooms early to late spring and is $69.98. Now, if you're looking for a smaller rhododendron, they have a dwarf variety that grows 12 to 18 inches in height and blooms mid to late spring and is priced at $36.98. All are noted to brighten shade gardens and is definitely a plant I'm hoping to add to my shadier garden areas as well. Next is the Japanese Pisorum, which is a part-sun evergreen shrub. I wanted to point this one out as it's noted to be a low water use plant that blooms in late spring and grows to 6 feet tall and wide. It's noted as hardy to 20 degrees Fahrenheit. I thought it had pretty variegated foliage and was an interesting plant that I don't remember seeing before. The price is marked as $21.98. There's the golden Euonymus marginatus, which has very attractive golden foliage. This is a full sun shrub that is noted to grow 4 to 6 feet in height and is $22.98. Now this was quite eye-catching, which is the Weeping Cherry Snow Fountains. This tree shows a height of 8 to 12 feet that blooms in spring. I thought this was so pretty and would be a lovely addition as a focal point in a garden. The price noted is $149. They did already have some stock in for vegetables like broccoli, lettuce, kale, onion, and collards, as well as strawberries, herbs, and fruiting raspberry, blackberry, and grapevines. And I just wanted to show you guys, even as I was there, they were unloading more trucks full of flowers, particularly roses, and adding that to their inventory. Thank you guys so much for joining me. I am so ready to get started with my spring gardening and cannot wait for you guys to join me in that. Thank you so much again. Please make sure to like and subscribe. And until next time, happy gardening and goodbye.